Hi everyone, JonFly, and this is JonFly Verses episode 14. Been a little bit since I did the last one, but there's a lot of sim news that's been happening, and we'll jump right into it. Thank you for joining me today. We have several releases and updates that have taken place for P3D, in particular version 5. I'm not sure how you pronounce Dryzeki. Some people refer to it as double D, but Dryzeki Design has released an update for Washington X, and this includes the DCA airport. They also included just yesterday updates for New York airports, Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, etc., etc., etc. So this is a free update for those that own the airports already, and it does come with a P3D V5 installer, which I'm super happy about. If you want to see any of these airports, I'm more than likely to fly online with these. In fact, just recently I released a video here on my YouTube channel where I flew around DCA in a 747. Don't recommend that, but it was spectacular to look at. That airport is fantastic. The other bit of news here, we have TFDI, which many of you know have released some early screenshots hinting at and confirming there is an MD-11 that is in development. And I personally am not an MD fan. I don't like the MD-80. I don't own the Leonardo. I own the Rotate MD-80 for X-Plane, but I don't like the plane. It's a very well simulated aircraft. I just don't like the layout of the MD-80. I don't like the way the things are situated in the cockpit. And this includes the real world plane. I'm not a huge fan of it compared to other jetliners, but it's exciting for those of you that are Mad Dog fans that they're working on an MD-11. Most thing that I'm excited about from TFDI Design is that they came into my live stream today, and thank you for joining my live stream, TFDI Design. And they said that they are working on the V5 installer for P3D, and it's coming soon. So I'm hoping this spring, summer, early summer, I'll take it, because as I stated on my live stream today, as soon as PMDG releases their V5 installer for their entire fleet and FS Labs does the same thing, I think I'm going to delete or remove P3D version 4.5. We're getting close. Exciting times. JustFlight also announced they are getting closer and closer, and they provided a lot of screenshots for their upcoming Airbus A300. Haven't paid a lot of attention to this one, and hoping that it goes well, and we will test it and try it out upon release for sure. I'm not that familiar with the A300, so it'll be interesting to see how that performs in V5. Active Sky has released a beta version for P3D V5. We used it today on my live stream, and I was flying from Phoenix to San Francisco. It worked great. So we're playing around again with Active Sky in the new version of P3D. Thank you, Active Sky, for making available the beta for those of us that are willing to dive into those beta waters. Captain Sim, they have released a 767 update, and I have not yet purchased this aircraft, but I'm close. And it's nice to see that upcoming releases, updates are happening quite soon after release based on user feedback, and that's awesome when developers release updates in a timely fashion right after release. I applaud them for that effort. The Airbus A330 Professional from Aerosoft also received a massive update this past week. A lot of bug fixes, a lot of feature updates, but the one thing that stood out, well, two things stood out to me on the Airbus A330 Professional. It mentioned connected flight deck. I would like to test this. I wonder if any of you have tested connected flight deck. And if so, please comment below on your experience with that. It does say that it's not compatible with previous versions of the 330, so you do have to update to that latest if you want to try out the connected flight deck with the latest update. They did say that I didn't see any mention of a V5 installer, so we're patiently waiting for that. I don't think that I will stall my removal of P3D version 4.5 if I'm missing out on an A330. Hopefully that V5 installer comes soon. I'm enjoying V5 way too much. The big news of the week is that PMDG released their 747 Queen of the Skies update. It is fantastic. The PBR in the cockpit has been, it's exceeded my expectations. It just looks really crisp, really clean, and I love the interiors. I love the aesthetics. The plane itself has flown without any issues. And I've done a couple of flights. I've even streamed them online. And I'm very happy that they have a V5 installer finally for the PMDG 747, both the 400 and the 800. Really hoping that an NGXU, the 737 V5 installer comes soon, as well as the 777. I don't know the time frames, but nice to know that we can play with a PMDG product in the new Lockheed Martin simulator version 5. How many times have I said V5 today? Other bit of news, Fly Tampa has released their Copenhagen EKCH, and I do not own this product, but they're very tempted and happy to see that Fly Tampa is releasing another quality product. So comment below if you've tried it. I know there's some other developers out there that have released Copenhagen, and it's nice to see competition driving each other to improve our products. Moving on to X-Plane, the C208 Caravan from Carenado received an update to their G1000 version. So if you own that, be sure to download that latest update from your respective stores and enjoy that new update. Bit of news on the classic aircraft front. Airfoil Labs is doing a DC-3. Yes, you heard me right, a DC-3. Airfoil Labs is known for their beautiful Cessna Skyhawk and also their King Air 350. They are now diving into the classic aircraft genre, announcing development of a DC-3. I think this announcement spurred V-Sky Labs to release an update to their C-47. As we know, the DC-3 and the C-47, essentially the same aircraft. And I think, again, these developers kind of working off of each other for releases of updates and improvements. And I love that. I love that healthy competition. I myself own the C-47 from V-Sky Labs, so I will be updating that and installing that and flying that soon on my live stream, twitch.tv/JonFly, JonFly. The big news of X-Plane is that Orbex released their True Earth Southern California product. Ortho imagery everywhere, color correction. We have autogen, points of interest. I am so excited to launch this in the sim. I have installed it, and I'm just this close to flying it. This will probably be in a low and slow aircraft, something where I can really take a close look at the beautiness. I've been very extremely impressed with the True Earth line of products. Florida, Washington, Oregon, Northern California, and now SoCal. And I do believe it is on sale right now, so be sure to pick that up as soon as possible if that is something of interest to you. X Organizer released an update, their version 2.2.3. This came it seemed like within a few days of their last update. So if you're looking for something to optimize your plugins, your scenery, your ortho photos, just the overall, it's just an amazing product to customize your X-Plane instance every time that you play. So check out the X Organizer update. It is a payware product. There's a freeware one, but it's several versions behind. I highly recommend getting the payware version. Last bit of news on the X-Plane front is the Tolis A319 and the 321 have received an update. This is Vulcan compatible. This is great because we're getting a massive frame rate improvement with our Vulcan, and I'm happy that in a very short amount of time, Tolis has released the update. They also have released a Copilot product for the A319, and my understanding is this Copilot will read, execute commands that you tell it to, and also checklists. So I haven't seen anything on YouTube or a live stream of this product, but very excited to see this product. And you can be sure that I'll be purchasing this and putting it into play on the X-Plane side of things. Thank you for joining me for today's JonFly Verses. And please hit that dislike button twice or the like button once. Consider subscribing and clicking the bell to get notified when a new video comes out. I am JonFly, and you have been simmed in. Take care, my friends. See you next time.